Hi there, Robin here from Expert On. Today we're going to be doing a marine audio amps, to be specific, the Pyle PLMRA420 and 430BT. Now remember, this product also comes in a 6-channel and 4-channel version. We'll add all those links down below for you, so this way you can get up-to-date pricing on that. But what we're going to talk about is the benefits of having this series of amplifier from Pyle. We're going to talk about the fact that it's bridgeable, so that means yes, you can add subwoofers to it without having to have a subwoofer output in your head unit. It also runs at 4 times 250 watts. It also has 4 RCA inputs, all switching and adjustments on the side for all the gain and level controls, and all the power leads set up on the other side. Price is the big feature on this one. You get an awful lot for a small price, which is great because a lot of people are always concerned about, well, it's marine audio, it must cost more. In this case, it doesn't, and it's very reliable. I mean, personally, this unit here on this package on the wall has been here for a couple of years now and has never let us down. So we'll bring it off to the table. We'll talk a little bit more about it and see if it's the right one for you. We've got both of them on the table here just for a moment before we actually start the actual product review to see the details. I just wanted to cover this one here being the PLMRA420 and this one being the PLMRA430BT. The 30 is the new series to the 420. Pyle didn't discontinue the 420. It's been around for years. It's very, very popular. People like it. People refer it to other people. So they came out with the 430 and kept on going with the 420. Now the 430 offers Bluetooth on it, thus the reason why it has BT at the end of the model number. They're exactly the same. The 430 is built off the platform of the 420, just extended with Bluetooth on it. So that's the difference. We're going to cover just one of them today, and it's going to get all these amplifiers covered in one shot. Now remember, if you are looking for Bluetooth, which is, why would you get Bluetooth in an amplifier? Simple. You put Bluetooth in an amplifier, so this way you don't need to use your head unit, or maybe you have a good head unit that doesn't have Bluetooth on it, and you just want to be able to have that convenience of having Bluetooth on your boat. So this way you can directly connect to the amplifier, bypassing the head unit, and you're going to get some great audio off of that. Remember, you can do bass and treble controls now in your Spotify or Pandora apps. So there you go. Remember, if you do use it on a boat, if you do use a Bluetooth on the amplifier, you're going to want to make all the adjustments on the amplifier, including the maximum volume and all those settings. And then all you have to do is turn up and down the volume on the actual phone. There we go. So here we are. This is how big it is. The fuses are built into it right off onto the side here. So ease of use, straightforward. Remember, take the time to read the manual or watch my how to install an amplifier to cover the proper installation. Remember, always disconnect the terminals on your battery before you start, and I'm giving those as just, heads up warnings. This way you're not going to damage anything on the boat and you won't damage anything on the amplifier, and then you're ready to go. Now, 4 times 250 watts, what does that really mean? It means it's really loud. Regardless of if you think it is or isn't that much power, we have it here. We've had it for years, and it is loud. It's been driving 2 subwoofers every day, all day long, plus some 6.5s on top as background music in the store all the time. When I demo it, I crank it up. It works every single time. It requires minimal amount of actual power and draw from the battery, which is a big plus for the line of products. Now, with this one here, 4 channels, they're all individually set up on the side. So they're straightforward. If you look down the side, you've got 4 RCA inputs. You've got crossover controls here, so this way you can actually decide if those channels are going to be for subwoofers or for mains. You even have a switching option, so this way you can dedicate your top speakers, in this case, let's say your 6.5s or 5.25s, as high only or full range. And then you've got your third setting, which is for crossover settings for the subwoofer. And then all of that's important. Now, crossover is important in the sense that if we're using subwoofer, we don't want any highs and we want to be able to control just the bass. That's why we have all those settings here. Now, on the other side of the unit, over here, is where we have the power inputs. We're going to have the positive and the negative. Those are our main power lines. And then we have the remote, which is the blue wire usually from the radio. If you don't have a radio, you're going to want to connect that blue wire to an accessory switch on the boat that only goes on when the boat is running, or manually add a switch on the boat. Then you have all your speaker terminals. If you're going to be bridging it, you'll notice that in the manual they talk about putting it to the outside terminals on channel 1 and 2 or 3 and 4 to get that all hooked up. It does have some really nice flashy lights in the front of it, making it really nice to look at. So if you mount it somewhere where you can see it, you'll see some flashy lights. Outside of that, Pyle does make a line of product that is without bridge channel, the 4-channel, which basically is just 4 times 100 watts. Again, nice, simple. If you're running your 6.5s and you want to add a little more power, you're adding more speakers to your lineup and you just need an amp for that, they'll have that as well. And they also have a 2-channel, which is also 400 watts, but it's 2 times 200, and it's also bridgeable for subwoofers. Now remember, this amp here is stable. Their whole line runs either at 2 or 4 ohms. So I can be creative with the way I wire my subs to either get more power and be a little looser, or I can wire them in series and end up with a little bit more control in the sound, but not as loud. Your choice, up to you. So there we go. Those are the actual units. Remember, PLMRA420 series, if you've got a head unit that's got Bluetooth and you want to just run the amplifier as an amplifier and do all those things. If you want to bypass the Bluetooth in your head unit, or you don't want to use a head unit at all, look at the 430BT line. We'll have links for all that, once again, down below. Remember, if you have a setup that doesn't give you any convenience for running RCAs back and forth to the head unit, it also comes with these 2 sets of cables here. And these cables allow you to plug directly in here and then tap right into your actual main speakers. So when you have your main speakers, let's say in the back of the boat, you can go to the positive, negative of the left, the positive, negative of the right. That'll allow you to plug right in here. Tapping means I do not want to plug those live lines straight into the back here without draining that energy off into a speaker. It just puts an unburdened stress on the actual system here. So you want to have a speaker so this way it's going to burn off that energy in the speaker, but it's listening in to the entire system through here. So does it increase distortion? Yes. Does it increase convenience? Absolutely. Trust me, there's way more background noise on your boat besides the little subtle background hiss at low volumes that you probably won't even hear. So there you go. Convenience, ease of use. The price point is absolutely incredible. Have a look down below. You'll agree. Definitely worth the money and the value added for all the added features and performance. So we'll see you on the next video, which is going to probably be subwoofers. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.